back to the Deep Discog Dive. Inside of me are two wolves and they're both exhausted. I think there must be something wrong with me. Year-end list season is here, but I'm not happy. I don't feel the way I'm supposed to feel. Just look at how excited everybody online is.
Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler, the Creator has made me want to throw all my Weezer possessions away.
If I Lie Here Buried with My Rings and My Dresses by Backwash doesn't win Album of the Year at the Grammys, I'm going to.
I will trade my dog for LP by JPEG Mafia.
Lucy Dacus' home video.
Jubilee by Japanese Breakfast.
Call Me If You Get Lost.
Donda by Kanye West, bro.
Roadrunner by Brockhampton.
Renewal by Billy Strings.
Daddy's Home by St. Vincent.
Blue Weekend by Wolf Alice.
Mood Valiant by Hiatus Coyote.
Wayward's Waiting for the World.
Flowers for Bases / Descansos by Hayley Williams.
An Evening with Silk Sonic.
Black Country New Road. For the first time!
I just don't understand it. I like listening to music and talking about the records I love and all that, but I'm still not happy. I always end up feeling depressed. There's gotta be a way for me to reconnect with my love for music. Let's check out the CD Tower. One of these records has to help me feel better. There's Fleet Fox's Crack Up, but I'm just not in the laughing mood. There's Radiohead's OK Computer, but no, I don't want to feel too happy. There's the Pepsi World soundtrack. No, not after what Pepsi Man did at the last Christmas party. You know what? I'm just gonna pick an album at random. Oh, I picked Eiffel 65's Europop. Let me try it again. Oh, I picked Eiffel 65's Europop again. Wait. Maybe this is a sign.
Yo, listen up, here's the story.
Eiffel 65 was a touchstone of late 90s and early 2000s pop. They had that one song about the color followed by a bunch of nonsense words, my favorite kind of words. And with that song and the accompanying album Europop, these three guys conquered the world. I bet I can remedy this funk of mine by doing a quick dive into the only Eiffel 65 album. The only Eiffel 65 album! That settles it. Today, we're talking about Eiffel 65's Europop. Let's dive in. Give me 1 second. Oh, hello?
Hey man, are you doing okay? I haven't heard your rant about Crazy Frog for at least a couple hours now.
Hey Tony, how's it going? Yeah, I'm trying to get into some new hobbies, like depression.
Have you considered not being depressed?
I tried it out for a few days, it wasn't for me. It's just, there's so much new music out there and it's exhausting to keep up with it all. For once, I'd like to focus on just one thing, like a funny blue alien.
Mike, you're the only person I know who could take a wonderful thing, like Taylor Swift's Red Taylor's version, and turn it into a problem. Tell you what, I know exactly how to cheer you up.
No way, man, I've already tried hard drugs.
This is even better than hard drugs. It's common hospitality. I have some friends coming over in a bit for a holiday dinner. Why don't you come down and join us?
Me? But I don't know anything about dinner or food.
Don't worry, my friends are super chill. I might even grow a beard before they come over.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
It'll be fine. Just talk about your interests.
Do electronic dance groups from the 90s and funny blue aliens count as interests?
Out of all the interests you have, I'd rank them slightly above murder.
Then I'll do it. Eiffel 65 started out of bliss. Corporation. Based in Turin, Italy, the company was founded in 1992 by producer Massimo Gabuti as a collective for burgeoning Italian dance musicians. One of those musicians had just moved from Brooklyn, Jeffrey J. He joined up with two other Bliss musicians to form Bliss Team, which was active from 1993 to 1997. The songs they made together were fine, if a bit homogenous. They could have used more harmonizers or funny blue aliens. Following the dissolution of Bliss Team, the Blissolution if you will, Jeffrey started working with two other members of the collective, Gabri Ponte and Mauri Labina. This new trio needed a name, but they had trouble deciding between the names they had come up with. So they fed their ideas into a computer and it spat back out Eiffel. The name was sent to a graphic designer, but the artist noticed something odd about the name. You see, right before sending the paperwork, Massimo had written down a phone number, and through the grace of God, two of the digits found their way next to the name Eiffel. Recognizing their chance to get themselves into the annals of history, the graphic designer combined the two together, and thus, Eiffel 65 was born.
Alright everyone, I've got a man here who needs no introduction.
Jeff Probst from Survivor? Sorry, I don't watch anime. My name's Mike, actually. How do you guys know Tony?
Well, I'm Sam. Tony joined the MLM that I run.
Oh, would I know the name?
I'm not at liberty to disclose, but let's just say that America runs on it.
I'm Josh. I don't know Tony. I just walked in.
It's my half birthday.
Oh, which half?
The fun one.
Well, I'm glad we could all meet up and talk about what we're into. Say, is anybody a fan of Italy arpeggios?
Whoa, I thought only one of those was real.
Me too, and then I had Nutella. Eiffel 65 had a name and a number, but they didn't have a hit. All of Bliss Corporation's major singles had been landlocked to Europe, so these guys needed something potent if they wanted to be featured in a movie starring Frankie Muniz and Paul Giamatti. But one fateful day, Mauri brought in a musical motif he had thought of, a simple arpeggio played on piano. From there, Jeffrey paired the hook with lyrics he would describe as totally freaked out. They were about, get this, a color. The idea was, by giving this song such a simple metaphor, they would give the listener the chance to create their own meaning from it, their own lens to see the song through. And to make the song truly universal, Massimo suggested that the main hook be sung in absolute gibberish. Eiffel 65's Blue Da Ba Dee was released in October 1998, and it flopped. No one cared. The disciples did not believe the Lord's miracle with thine eyes. It wasn't until April 1999, when the song was picked up by Italy's own radio DJ, that Blue started getting airplay throughout Europe. By the end of 1999, the song had become a smash hit around the world. So it was only when that radio station played Blue that it became a huge hit. And look at where we all are now. I'm depressed and you're all loving this.
I mean, I love Italy and Absolute Gibberish as much as the next MLM. But they only made one song.
They've got to have more songs. Maybe even a full album?
I'm so goddamn glad you asked. Recognizing the need to capitalize on Blue's success, Eiffel 65 put together an entire album, and in November 1999, we were gifted with Europop. Of course, Blue kicks things off as you would if you wanted to end world hunger. You may also know the other big single, Move Your Body, pretty similar to Blue's production and structure, but I'm glad they put this on here. Otherwise, how would I know where to start if I wanted to move the world? But as you progress further into the album, you'll notice that not only are Eiffel 65 using their platform to end discrimination towards all of these hex codes, they're also using it to critique technology. It's kind of interesting to see a band who are so thoroughly rooted in 90s tech singing about the evils of tech and capitalism. Too much of heaven aims at gluttony and those who obsess over the dollar bill. Living in a bubble lambasts those who isolate themselves in their own mental space while kinda sounding like their take on The Verge's Bittersweet Symphony. The closer, Hyperlink Deep Down, depicts the singer pursuing a love interest through a, quote, sexual browser. It's safe to say Eiffel 65 invented Tinder, and also love. And of course, the most poignant song on here is My Console, as the trio get hyped up to play their beloved PlayStation. Just hearing them list off their favorite games and then chant the letters in PlayStation brings a tear to my eye every time.
You know, I'm actually glad someone was out there advocating for gamers. As an MLM owner, I feel their plight more than most.
Sure, but if they're not putting in the work and singing with the funny blue aliens, then they're fake gamers and they're dead to me.
Well, there were Eiffel 65's music videos, but before that, do you guys want to order some food?
Oh yeah, I haven't eaten since yesterday, a year ago. You guys want to make some pizza?
Man, I wish. But Mike, your pizza stone's in the shop.
Wait. We don't have a pizza stone?
You don't have a pizza stone!
Of course, if Eiffel 65 is remembered for anything aside from their music and curing all illnesses, it's their music videos. Their most famous work was For Blue, which depicts Jeffrey being captured by these blue aliens and Gabri and Mauri infiltrating their alien base to rescue him. The overall design was inspired by the game Metal Gear Solid, except with 5 times greater processing power. Not even Marvel has surpassed what Eiffel 65 pioneered. And not just with CGI. The trio also built an entire cinematic universe around one of these aliens, Zoratl, known also by his full name, Zoratl Ekui Kau Shushik IV. Thankfully, for those looking to join a new religion, the Zoratl Bible is still available online. Truly untouched by time. Let's read through this. Zoratl Ekui Kau Shushik IV, commonly known as Zoratl, was born in the Tukonian multi-dimensional language was just a standard collection of girls, body gestures, and a constellation H-bar-45 from a family of scientists and extract the key to the universal language. Zoratl would go on to be featured in the Move Your Body music video, but more importantly, he got his very own song, I Wanna Be. This one really shows his vocal range, and the video has cameos from his crewmates Quark and Jacka G. And if you don't know Jacka G, you better Jacka B getting out of my face.
Hey man, can I talk to you for a second? Yeah. Thanks. Hey Mike, we gotta do something about the mood in this place. The guys are getting pretty annoyed over there.
I'm so angry!
Why don't you maybe go up to your room and see if you have anything to liven up the mood down here?
I'll try, but like, what would they like?
Listen Mike, empty your mind of anything that isn't cordial customer service. And English.
Okay, yeah, I'll see what I can do. What kind of things would these people like? Maybe a giant ear? Egg hand painting? Big Yoshi? Lee DVD box set? My credit card info? None of this screams hospitality. Wait. Eiffel 65's Europop, that's it! The answer's been in front of me this whole time!
What are these?
They're CDs, but not just any CDs. They're Europop CDs. The ones I've been talking about?
Can I have one?
Only if you want to die.
Don't tempt me with a good time. So if they're not holiday gifts, what's the point of them?
I don't know, conversation starter?
This conversation sucks.
This is why they call them Mikey bad gifts.
Unbelievable.
Complete trash.
He's the worst.
The worst. Garbage human.
He sucks. He's actually bad. Yes.
Oh, come on, you guys were having fun when I was talking about Eiffel 65. The least you can do is love everything I say and not criticize it at all.
Dude, we weren't having fun with the Eiffel 65 stuff. We were just being polite because you wouldn't stop talking about it.
You haven't even asked us about our interests. Do you even know my name?
Mr. Half Birthday?
Mr. Half Birthday was my father and a scumbag!
You know what? I don't need this. I'm gonna take my CDs and I'm gonna go somewhere where they'll be appreciated. Like Italy!
Yeah, go on, get whatever.
Get out of here!
That guy looks crazy. We don't need more Taylor Swift.
Your music is trash!
Horrible.
Even with the world in their hands and Jack G by their side, Eiffel 65 wasn't immune to the troubles of stardom. By the mid-2000s, Gabry had left to pursue a solo DJing career, while Jeffrey and Maury left Blizco and released what would have been Eiffel 65's fourth album under the name Bloom 06. Who would win in a fight, 65 Eiffels or 6 Blooms? They did eventually reunite in the late 2000s, they've played the occasional show now and then, and they're apparently gearing up to release new music, but it's just not the same. And this has even impacted Europop too. The version of the album on streaming is this bloated thing with Blue and Move Your Body effectively taking up half the track list. It's ironic that an album about technology has itself been mangled by that same technology. Those jerks and their anti-Blue agenda, all I wanted to do is spread some holiday cheer, and what do? They mock me. My gosh. What's this tree doing out here all by itself? And no collar? I'll show those jerks. I'm not gonna let them get in the way of my holiday spirit. I killed it. Hey guys, I need to apologize for earlier.
It's okay, man. Like I said before, slightly above murder.
I've just been so depressed lately, and I thought that if I shared what I loved with others, then that would make me happy.
I mean, that makes sense, but maybe you can share what you love without forcing it onto people.
That's a good point, MLM man.
How about you tell us about Eiffel 65 and we'll tell you what we're into. It'll be like a big old emotional potluck.
Sure, I mean, what are you all into these days?
The hit game Among Us.
Starbucks gift cards.
Having a full birthday one day.
Hey, to make things better, we all got you something.
Wait, this is 6 copies of Eiffel 65's Europop. How did you find these on such short notice?
I use them as gifts to get people into my MLM.
They work really well when I don't have a pizza stone nearby.
People keep giving them to me for my half birthday, and I can't get them to stop.
This is really kind of you all. Thank you.
What do you say we take it easy tonight and join an MLM? Or 7.
Yeah, we should totally hang out, and I've got the perfect soundtrack. You know what? What are you all listening to these days? I'll put that on in the background.
Well, I like those old cell phone mascots, the Crazy Frogs.
I'll allow it this one time. You know what? I think I learned something today. We can all have our own favorite music, whether it's Olivia Rodrigo's Sour or Eiffel 65's Europop, but at the end of the day, music shouldn't be about forcing what we like onto others or using it to pretend we're morally superior to someone else. It should be about what it makes us feel and sharing that feeling with others and learning more about each other in the process. And Eiffel 65 may not have scored another hit as big as Blue, but they also gave us something that's endured for over 2 decades. I certainly haven't endured for over 2 decades, and I'm 26. I realize where I went wrong now, and instead of getting angry, I should be thankful to see everyone talking about their favorite music from the past year.
Hi, I'm Todd in the Shadows. An album I really liked in 2021 was Soberish by Liz Phair.
Favorite album of 2021 was A Beginner's Mind by Sufjan Stevens and Angelo De Agostini.
Hey, it's Sarah from Sounds Good Channel. My favorite record of 2021 was Arquez.
One of my favorite albums of 2021 is Chesky. This guitar was stolen along with Years of Our Lives.
Oh, hi, I'm a snowman. I recommend Emily Stivel's Welcome to the Garden. Merry Christmas!
A 2021 album that I really enjoyed was Parano's To See the Next Part of the Dream.
One of my favorite albums of 2021 was Kanye West's Donda.
I'm Sola, and my album of the year has got to be Lady Jesus by Upsaw.
My favorite album of the year has got to be Juno by Remy Wolf.
Okay, honestly, if Emily Scott Robinson's American Siren is not one of your best albums of the year, seriously, what are you even doing with your life?
Hi guys, it's Val from Sets in the City, and my favorite album this year has been Jordy by Maroon 5. Just kidding, it's Cameos.
I absolutely loved Pharoah Sanders' album Promises with Floating Points.
My name is Bradley, and my favorite album this year is Sometimes I Might Be Introvert by Lil Sims.
I'm 8-Bit Music Theory, and my favorite album of 2021 is probably Bela Flex by Bluegrass Heart.
Hey, I'm Graydon from HIVEMIND. My favorite album this year was Donda by Kanye West.
And my name's Riley from HIVEMIND, and my favorite album of the year was also Donda by Kanye West.
One of my favorite albums of 2021 was Anna B. Savage's A Common Term.
One of my favorite albums of 2021 was LP by JPEG Mafia.
I guess I'm a sucker for a fixer-upper because my favorite album of the year is the only one that required me to work on it to make it better. Kanye West's Donda.
One of my absolute favorite albums from 2021 is Aries, Believe in Me, Who Believes in You.
Hey guys, this is Luke from Rocked. My favorite album of 2021, Glow On by Turnstile.
My favorite album of the year was Annika's Change.
I really enjoyed An Evening with Silk Sonic by Silk Sonic.
One of my favorite albums of 2021 has got to be 30 by Adele.
One album I really enjoyed from this year was Jackson Browne's Downhill from Everywhere.
I gotta go with Tyler, the Creator's Call Me If You Get Lost. That was the joint right there.
One of my favorite releases for 2021 was definitely Slant's One Chick.
Hi, I'm Sideways, and my favorite album of 2021 was Michael Giacchino's score to Spider-Man No Way Home.
This year, I've loved listening to and thinking about Pray for Haiti by Mark Homme.
So wherever you are and whatever you're listening to, I'm wishing you a bountiful year-end list season, a happy holiday season, and a merry Eiffel 65 Christmas, if you choose to celebrate.